The Hampton Roads Metropolitan Medical Strike Team Memorandum of Understanding addresses the sponsorship, response, staffing, and training requirements for localities and civilian agencies supporting Hampton Roads Metropolitan Medical Strike Team members under the provisions of the Hampton Roads Metropolitan Medical Response System Mutual Aid Agreement. Strike Team members requested to respond to a Hampton Roads Metropolitan Medical Response System activation or participate in training and regional exercises are covered under the individual members sponsoring jurisdictions or agencies' insurance and compensation policies and plans, including, but not limited to, health, liability, and workers' compensation benefits.
Well, in my department, you get trained up to an intermediate level. So I would go out and I would say, look, you want to be a part of this team. I understand that you don't know what it's like to, let's say, put up a Western shelter tent. You don't understand what it's like to put on these nice little suits and get all hot and sweaty. But think of the other aspect of it. You get to combine with other cities. You are building a regional team, and you're building networks, and you're building relationships with other people from different jurisdictions. That in itself is a big plus because you work in Newport News. How often from the city of Newport News do you get to train with Norfolk, Hampton, Portsmouth, York County? I mean, those are relationships and things that you build that you would never be able to build just as a Newport News Fire Department personnel.
Participating jurisdictions and agencies agree that HRMMRS team members are available to respond to an MMRS activation anywhere in Hampton Roads, both on and off duty, unless to do so would cause an undue hardship on the affected locality or agency.
So if there's a regional team that's available to service the needs of the southeastern Virginia corridor, or even larger Virginia corridor, if, God forbid, a catastrophic event should occur, then I certainly would like to be in a position to share my time, my expertise, my talent with that group of amazing people to help mitigate the situation.
It's very important to me that I give back to my community, and so by joining the team I was able to help give back to the community by helping with disasters or things that happen in our area and take care of our people.
Strike team members respond at no cost to the requesting locality, provided they are responding to a properly executed MMRS incident and are part of the strike team on call. Becoming a member of the Hampton Roads Metropolitan Medical Strike Team is dependent on their affiliated jurisdiction or agency. Many departments offer its members the option to join on a voluntary basis, while other departments require the members assigned to specific stations to be associated as a mandatory requirement. Strike Team member recruitment and selections are conducted by the HRMMRS Leadership Group. Recruitment for new members occurs when a vacancy exists and/or insufficient pool of applicants is available for consideration.
So since I've joined the strike team, I've been fortunate that I've had the opportunity to not only attend the quarterly drills to learn the equipment and the procedures that we use, but I've also had the opportunity to attend additional incident command schools such as ICS 300 and ICS 400. Also, I've taken the EMS functions and ICS course, which allows me to better understand the roles that the EMS provider would have in such as a mass destruction type of a situation. I've also attended the chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear, and explosive or seaborne course so I could better understand the things that I would need to do to care for patients that might be involved in that situation.
Pretty much, I had heard a lot of good things from guys in the fire department. They said that, this is one of the teams that you really want to be on because you get to do a lot of cool things. You get a lot of training that the fire department really doesn't provide unless you are on the hazmat team. You just really get a whole lot of good training that, goes hand in hand with your job.
As a new member, the initial training focus is pre-deployment training. This training must be completed within 6 months of appointment or availability of training and consists of Basic Incident Command, IS 100 and 200, National Incident Management System, IS 700, Emergency Response to Terrorism Awareness, Mass Casualty Incident Management Awareness, Hazardous Materials Awareness, and Strike Team Orientation. Upon completion of the pre-deployment training, members are issued strike team gear, which includes uniforms, chemical protective suits, and personal protective equipment. Members are then eligible to participate in core component training, which prepares each team member to operate their team position during incidents.
Being a member of the MMST has given me the opportunity to work with people across the region, not only just in fire and EMS, but police and public health. It's really opened up a spectrum to when emergencies really do happen, we already have that opportunity, we know each other, and we're able to make those connections very quickly. It also gives us the opportunity to work collaboratively together, even in non-emergency situations, as we develop plans for working with those situations where we may face in the future.
The minimum participation level for HRMMS team members is defined as participation in the mandatory annual maintenance training and a minimum of 50% of the bi-monthly component trainings conducted the third Thursday of February, April, June, August, and October. A member in good standing is defined as a member that has met the minimum participation requirements. A probationary is defined as a member that fails to meet the minimum participation requirements. That member will be placed on a probationary status for a period of 1 year. The expectation is that member would increase their activity level to meet the minimum participation requirements. An inactive member is defined as a member that has not participated in any training activities for 1 year. Inactive members will be removed from the HRMMST. Members in specialized positions, for example, physicians, physician extenders, and law enforcement, and members that are in limited duty status will be granted exceptions to the minimum participation level.